Morning. Good morning.
Good morning. You know what? Condoms do not guarantee safe sex. A friend of mine was wearing one when he was shot by the woman's husband.
Mm. I've actually heard something similar to that, but yeah, that's good. Good delivery. Very good. I'm glad you took care of the joke today because I don't
No
know if I'm
safe
in a
sex. What are you
joking
talking about?
mood. I'm in a
There's
good mood. Are you in a
there
good mood,
is
Joe?
yeah, that was funny.
Are you in a good mood though?
Yeah, I feel okay. I feel okay. It's the last day of the month. February is over. March starts tomorrow. It's a
Does it
good thing.
really?
Yeah. Today's the 28th.
Oh, right. It's
hmm
not a leap year this
It
year.
is not a leap year.
Give me
That
one
will happen
second.
in 28.
Mama's having technical difficulties.
Oh, yes.
Um, got a lot of news today. Got a lot of
Just
news. Oh,
so much
boy.
going on. It's just wild.
Dun, dun, dun. Yes, it is wild. Why don't you start? Actually I don't care what you start with, but why is this so difficult today? But the DEI with the what was she 15? The basketball
Yeah,
player. She's basketball, right? I think you said. I only heard
yeah.
like
Well, she was a high school basketball player in Washington State. Doesn't want to play basketball against a guy. So she's fighting back against allegations of bullying and harassment after she refused to play against this transgender athlete. It's not a transgender athlete. You should be considered an athlete and you should be on the team of your gender. Sorry if you're not very good. She's 15 years old. 15. Her name is Frances Staudt, Staudt, and her mother, Amy. They discussed how her refusal to play against a biological male ignited a firestorm within their school district. Isn't that terrible?
Washington State.
Washington State. Why do you have to ruin a kid's life like that?
You ruined a lot of kids' lives like this.
A kid doesn't want to
To
play against a
appease
male.
one boy,
Right.
you're pissing on all these girls. Sorry to put it so graphically,
Right.
but it's true.
hmm
To appease this one, again, boy, you're hurting all these other young
Right.
ladies. Pathetic. Pathetic.
They
And
don't want to play against the guy.
but she's fighting, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's they're going to take her to court. They're taking her to court. They're
They're
taking a
taking
15
her to
year
court.
the 15-year-old child to court. They're suing her in civil court because she doesn't want to play basketball against this
Who in
boy.
their right minds?
This is insane.
What's wrong with these people?
Not only is it wrong ethically and morally, it's a waste of our taxpayer dollars. It's just so stupid.
Cockles. Did you share, Joe? I'm sorry, I know because we were on that rant.
No, have no.
Yeah, I haven't yet either because I was having a bit of a problem.
We were
I
having
can't find
difficulty.
my file because I used to be a very good secretary, not with my stuff. This is why people hire other people.
Right.
But still, my artwork, I'm usually recent with artwork, if you want to call it that. All right. So I almost have forgot, right? We were talking about, before you go on with the news, January 6th, 2021. I was kind of teasing Joe this morning a little bit. Not because I just want to make people think a little outside the box, right? But but yet there be, I'll call it symptoms because it it makes you think that there's something wrong in the system. And but there's also things that still work, like our immunity, right? So we have symptoms, but we can fight it. So 4 years and a day after January 6th, we had January 7th, the Palisades go on fire, fire,
Mhm.
fire, fire.
Mhm. Yep.
So I asked Joe, where is the relevance? Besides it being odd, 4 years and a day between the two incidences, between the fake insurrection and the Palisades going up. What are the what could have happened in that first incident to cause, if there's a cause and effect here at all, 4 years and a day later, which sounds like some kind of statute to me. And I'm not very good with the laws, but I'd imagine that sounds like, oh, we're going to plan it because after this day we're allowed to do it, where they may actually have put, because if you're in this group, you understand I'm conspiracists, and I really believe that the Palisades went up in smoke, all but James Woods' house for a reason, right? Uh, maybe one that's not right off the cuff available to us, but why would the two connect? Did you ever think, Joe, did you ever figure that out maybe? Why I think the two connect?
Well,
Because
could
I
be
don't know if others.
retaliation. Could be retaliation from, I mean, the good guys, attacking them in their place, burning out that nasty nest that they got out there, in retaliation for them what they did to Trump over
Right.
these last few years.
That is a lot of it. That is a lot of it.
I mean,
But it's not just
I
Trump.
mean,
You do understand it's not just Trump. Good
got to
morning,
clean the
brother
field out.
Robert.
You
I
know, a good way to clean things out is to burn it out.
think I saw Reb's name there.
You know,
Well, yes, I've said that from the beginning. Yeah, there's one way for sure that kills every
burn,
disease, dirt, crime, evidence, whatever.
burn,
Although I believe the evidence was already taken out, would be fire, right?
mhm, burn it.
But what on January 6th, what else did we know about? Right? You had the killing, you had a shooting of a young lady who was a military officer who I've seen with my own eyes alive after her shooting
Mhm.
and totally handled incorrectly by fake Capitol Police officers. What else was there? What else? Anybody in the chat? Let's see, let's see. Yes, it is Brother Reb. Good morning, brother.
Well, they
Anybody else?
arrested all those people. They never charged anybody, but they
Okay,
left
we
them in
didn't.
prison supposedly.
Trump was supposed to get all those people arrested out of
Mhm.
jail, right?
Are they out?
I think some were left in, but I don't remember hearing any more news after that. There was also one electronic thing that went missing. The third piece to the puzzle, dude. Nancy Pelosi's laptop.
Oh, the laptop. That's right. I forgot about that. I keep forgetting about her laptop. They never gave it back. That's right.
So who never gave it back? Who never gave it back?
Who took it?
Right. We had it. Because that was the tripod, the trifecta, I'd say is Wiener, tripod. I'm an artist, right? Wiener, Hunter, Pelosi. Then you have everything on Hillary. You do. We do.
Shit.
They've had it for a long time. Hey, you're good, brother. Relax. Relax. He's got to go to work. So if we do have all this evidence, 4 years in a day seems like a good time. Like D-Day was planned, that kind of thing. A day to remember. That would go well in the history books. Well, Trump said yes. So 4 days in a year. I mean, I'm sorry, 4 years in a day from the January 6th. I could just see it in our history books explaining what happened. Bye, Joe. Joe's gonna come. Bye, Joe. Joe, sing for us. What were you
No,
he was
no.
singing the
Joe
other
can't.
day? He was
Joe
singing
doesn't
the other
sing
day.
very well. He's a
And neither
terrible
do I.
singer.
Sometimes I can, it depends. I need something to put myself on key. And I can't be stuffed up, which I normally am. Get this, folks. This is how bad I am with allergies. I am allergic to tissues. My stepson
Yeah, he's
bought
bad.
me the wrong tissues. They didn't have lotion in them. And I couldn't figure out why I was so itchy. Can you imagine being allergic to tissues?
Wow.
How dumb can life be sometimes? It's
That's gotta suck.
it was I actually need the look. Well, look, if you rip a tissue, does the little dust particles come out of it? So what the fuck is the point of tissues to begin with? Excuse me. Maybe I should. I don't. I don't know. I'm just saying though. All right. I know you're trying to do all that. Um,
Hmm. What was the thing I wanted to say?
every planet in our solar system will align this week for the last time until 2040. Um, this is huge, by the way, because of the I know you're trying to do something, so instead of going on with the news, do you have the news? You want to go with the
Yeah,
news?
I was just gonna say that the one thing that it happens in the next 30 days is all the transgender people that were in the military are being pushed out. You are out the military. 30 within 30 days, you will be gone. They're not going to do no reassignment surgeries. If you're doing that, you're out.
Who
If you're
finalized that? Was it
who's in charge of the
Hegseth?
military. Yep.
I'm
First,
sorry, I don't
yes.
disagree. That's listen, there are gay people and straight. I don't
Yeah, that's
mind
fine.
these. I don't know. You said you've never had a problem in the army. I would ne being if there was a lesbian in our meets, like in our gymnastics meets, I don't think I would have ever noticed
Right.
like them unless they were staring at us, but it never seemed to have been an issue. I mean, we've had girls and boys with this forever, been separated. Why would we change it now? This isn't progression, it's digression, right? I don't get it. Who comes up, who but Satanists would come up with this crap? That's what I'll just say. Who but backwards pedophiles would come up with this stuff? Look at you, you're all so nice and dressed, and I'm wearing my gray t-shirt, my very special unironed
Uh,
gray t-shirt.
jumping out the door.
What is that?
Jumping out the door.
Don't jump, you might hurt yourself. Just take a step.
That would probably hurt.
Yeah. Um,
Mm.
no Helen, huh? I was hoping she'd come on, because then I might talk conspiracies, but it could wait till later or tomorrow. I wanted to, okay, so going along with the planets aligning, you guys might think I'm absolutely mad unless you're going through it yourself. Everybody is going to have a situation that they're uncomfortable with, maybe unfamiliar with, might give them real panic attacks that they've never had or experienced before, anxiety, that kind of nervous. Um,
Okay.
what?
Phew. That's true.
Yeah,
Ah,
because
boy, are you
Joe's going through it. Not only is Joe going through it, but he's finding his tastes are changing, aren't
oh yeah.
they?
Yes. Yes.
Um,
Harder to eat.
right. Because at one point going through this phase, and I'm telling you, there's a phase. There's some kind of thing going on. I went through it. People are going through it. There are certain ways through it. It's not my place to tell you how you should go through it. But there are certain people and like myself, I suppose, that can help on the back burner. Like, but you're gonna feel like despair. You'll feel cloudy, very unsure of yourself. Why is it that I was so on my high horse just 2 months ago, and now I feel like I can't even get on that horse? And I have extra tall DeSantis heels on, or DEI heels, I don't know. Um, being sleepy, depressed. This isn't your regular life. This is you waking up. This was my life. This was my life because I always knew something was wrong. So that's why I'm here to help you through. You are the best. Listen to me. I'm going to tell you straight off the bat. Don't make the reason fit. Loosen up your heads. Let the mind go.
Hard. Difficult too. Tell you.
There's a lot of difficulties. Yeah. But I'm here. I am here. I hope. Maybe I'm not here. Maybe I'm over there. Who the hell knows? Just try your best not to make a reason fit. Instead, um, let that reason come naturally. Trust yourselves more. If you have a healthy body, you're going to have a healthy mind and vice versa. And you're going to be able to perhaps even trust your own instincts more, if you want to call it that. Really, what's happening is oh God, you guys are going to think I'm mad, but okay. The world, the one globe, is computing as one. It's going to be a very slow process. It's going to take us a long time, but we can read each other's thoughts, not just telepathy. There's something to telepathy. There's something to our bodies that they've hidden from us. But there's also something about 5G, and there's something about the numbers 369, which is Tesla's numbers, and then there's something about the 430 or
Guess what's coming out?
430 megahertz. I think it's 430. What?
6G is coming out.
Under Trump.
They,
I'm not even kidding, guys. You might think you might think ill of it, but we are all one. Because where we go one, we go all. There's no other way. And if we kept all that evil that are now beautiful FBI and Pam Bondi and all the good guys are gonna go after, once that's gone, all we have is good to work with. Can you imagine how much we're gonna progress? They've held us back. Not for months, not for years, not even for decades. They held us back centuries, millennia, probably. I'm not sure about the whole timeline thing because I don't even know if the Earth is flat or round. Possibly. Possibly. All right, Joe, tell me about the Canadian judge.
Oh, the one that tried to stop Trump's or make he was trying to make Trump make the USAID payments. The Amir, the guy with the
Oh, that's
Muslim
the
name. He's the judge in the United States,
wait, wait,
and he
wait.
was born in
Wait,
Canada.
wait, Joe. Can't hear you. You're really breaking up.
Yeah.
Where
Okay.
was he
Hold on.
from though? This Amir, Judge Amir, something or other.
Canada.
He eventually, yeah.
Canada.
What state is he in? Well, Canada may be a state, right? So he got it half right, I guess. What state was he from? Where-
In New York, but he's from Canada.
He's from Canada, but he's located in New York. I'm just asking for a friend.
Right.
Okay.
Right. He's a federal judge. How is he a federal judge?
From
How
Canada?
is this guy a federal judge?
How did Kamala
He's born in Canada.
run for president without even being primaried? And she's from Canada. Because they had
We should have
control.
American judges.
They had control. They had control. What were you singing the other day? I can't remember now. The Def Leppard song. No? Can you
Hmm?
hear me? What song were you singing the other day? The Def Leppard song?
Oh yeah, pour some sugar on me.
He said he's coming home from work, and I wasn't online with him on Zoom, right? So he sends me a clip of Def Leppard, pour some sugar on me. And
Okay,
then the
sounds
other
good.
day, you decided to listen to it and sing it. And thankfully, I couldn't hear it.
Sounds
I'm not
good in
even,
the car I was
it's,
in.
that guy must have his balls like really tight because I can't, I'm, well, I'm alto, but I could never get that high. Pour your sugar on me in the name of love. I gotta laugh. I gotta laugh. All right. So, what else was there, Joe? I thought there was one other thing. You mentioned the judge.
Girl, transgenders out, military. They'll be out in 30 days.
Oh, Newsom.
Do some. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, yeah, Newsom goes goodbye. Are you gonna tell it or what?
Oh, uh,
No, I'm just gonna sit here driving.
yeah, I had to reopen the, the news article. Sorry. Mel Gibson is joining the efforts to get rid of Newsom. So the actors want to get rid of
Famous actor.
Newsom too.
Now, why would Mel Gibson, who's been blacklisted from California, go back there to try to get rid of a bad governor? We all know he's bad. Even most
Right?
Californians have to believe he's bad. You don't want to grow up where people are allowed to shit on your front stoop, on your patio deck. Yeah? It's not an animal. We are not. We are not animals.
Yeah. Newsom is part of the evil crap that's been going on.
Well, I know, and I think he's dead, but that's my opinion. That's always my opinion. They're all gone already. Don't you listen to me? They're dead. This is all a plan to wake you up. But people are they're really losing out. They're really losing out if they're not understanding completely what's going on. And it's difficult. But you have to get on that higher level of consciousness.
Yeah.
Or I'm crazy, which, but no, it's true. It's true. There's something about it. Because Joe and I will tell you, Joe, I haven't asked him, right?
Yeah.
How many coincidences happen to us daily?
Oh God. Quite a
Remember
few.
how slowly it
Always have.
started and then boom, 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 boom. See,
Yeah.
I will never come on here and tell you that I am right because it's not me. It's a bunch of us. It's some kind of communication that I can't even explain. I just know it's there. Just like I'm maybe I am agnostic. I don't question God or I don't question it. I just know what I'm supposed to be here for at this age in my life, or for like I don't know how many years I've been dealing with this shit. I don't remember a decade of my life that I never brought up politics or some kind of conspiracy or riddle that never made sense. You want to hear something crazy? Because I'm looking behind me, this purple, right? Which is like similar. I have purples in here, like similar, right? My phone cover. Get this. How many phone covers are there in the world? My sister has a different phone. It's a Samsung, but she has a different one, different size. How many damn phone covers are there in the world? That my sister and I got the same one. I got it first, but she lived in New Jersey. I lived in Florida. I had no idea. We don't talk on Zoom. We usually message each other, to be honest. We don't even really call, rarely call on the phone. What are the chances she got the same one? Yeah, we both like similar things, sure, sure, but we are very different people too. This has been happening my whole life with my sister and my mother, to be honest, but it's incredible. It's incredible.
Heading north.
What's she gonna say to them? What's she gonna say?
What are you hiding, you crooked bastards? Hiding something, ain't they? They didn't, they released those files, but they redacted them, and they
All right.
didn't release them all. They
So,
gave her what,
well, they
200
redacted
pages?
a lot of names we heard.
Yeah,
Okay.
they gave her 200 pages. A lot of them were redacted, and they withheld over 1,000 pages. That's
All
what
right.
I heard.
Now, there's definitely 500,000 names out there. To anywhere between that and 2 to 3 million, give or take, that are really in trouble with crimes against humanity. Not just the law, crimes against humanity.
Oh yeah,
But,
that's
but if you have a couple of million people doing wrong, how many billions did they do wrong to, Joe?
exactly
Those are the redactions.
right.
It could be billions of pages. It could be billions of pages, a million, hundreds of pages with billions of names.
That's right.
If you ever watch the ID channel, you could watch it for, a week straight and not hit a rerun,
See,
that kind of thing.
and I don't know if anybody noticed how they really tried to make Donald Trump prominent in that list. Oh, Donald Trump's on the list. Oh God. Yeah, but Donald Trump found out about it. They're evil shit and canceled them all. That's what they don't get.
Donald Trump was on Lolita. He took a trip because I read it. He took a trip from New
Listen,
York to Florida. He
hold on.
did not go to
What?
Epstein
Hold on.
Island.
What are you hiding from, you crooked bastards?
What are you hiding from us, you crooked bastards? You, it was a plane. People took planes. It didn't mean that he had anything to do with anything. He went to his day in court for Epstein. I don't know how long ago. What was it in? You see? Again. It might have been 2014. It's proving to me that Trump was well aware before he even ran for president. Every little thing I'm thinking about now, from the birther, him pushing the birther, to The Apprentice, to Jesse Ventura approaching him. It just makes sense that Trump, and I said it a night or two ago, the last quarter or half of his life has been dedicated to the people, to righting a serious wrong. But he didn't, you have to have facts, right? Now, I was told that he flew on Lolita, to Florida. I have not been told that he flew to Epstein Island or anywhere else that seems suspicious, since he lives in Florida. He had Mar-a-Lago already. He didn't technically live in Florida. He was still from Queens, New York. Yeah, he lived in the city, but I don't know. He lived all over, that man. There's a lot. There's just too much. I am not actually going through the chat, but oh, Joe, I told you I was working on some art stuff, right? Weird
Yeah,
shit's been
what are you working
happening
on
with
now?
that too. Very weird stuff. Gene Hackman
What about him?
doesn't live too far from Joe, believe it or
Oh,
not. He died
up
in
the
San
road.
Jose.
It's about 40 minutes north of me. They had the last thing I had heard, they had found the front door was left ajar. So that's why they're considering it foul play. It's come on, it's got to be foul play. They're both on the floor in different rooms. There's pills on the floor by what I think her head. The bodies are mummified. They've been dead for a couple of weeks.
How did
Something's
nobody
wrong.
know? How did nobody know that? Well, it seems like they committed suicide.
And the dogs hadn't eaten for 2 weeks.
Well, that's why they died.
Something's wrong with that picture. One
Well, how did
dog's dead
nobody
in
know
the
that?
closet.
I mean, Gene Hackman was 95. Why wouldn't
Right.
anybody go checking in on this guy? He would
She
have had
was
regular.
64.
What?
She was 64.
My husband said it might have been carbon monoxide, but you saying the door was open still couldn't.
Yeah, it wasn't carbon monoxide. The gas company already said it wasn't carbon monoxide. Oh, no. You have to remember something though. Santa Fe is definitely considered the city different. Because the people up there in Santa Fe, very different. Just different people. Nobody
You
knows
know how
what's
long
going
he's
on
been with
there.
his wife, Joe? I know you've said that before. You know how long he's been with his wife?
No, none of it didn't
Pretty
say.
interesting, actually.
It is weird.
I might consider it part of the Palisades thing, but a 95-year-old, I mean, well, if he did something, he
Did
did. He was in a really, what really bothers me. Okay, guys, this is
both
the
of them
connection,
dead?
huh?
Both of them dead. And
This
the
is the
dog in the
connection I
closet
make,
dead.
though. Hold on, Joe. There's there was a movie, and God, I can't remember it. I should have looked it up, but it just came to mind. There was a movie with Hackman, and I believe it was what's his name? John, excuse me, John Goodman. That's my allergies. Where they played pilots that put out fires. Did you know that, Joe?
Yeah,
Remember that movie? I don't
I
remember what
remember.
it's called. It was a slow, but it was interesting. I remember watching it as a kid, so it was a long time ago. Not giving up my age, but It's just that's why I might could kind of connect the two because these movies are just it's so bizarre how things are fitting together. And my husband even called me, what are you, psychic? Like, no, I would never be able, I'm smart enough, but I'm not that smart. Other people have to be feeding me the information. It's what I see. There's subliminal messages that I'm watching. It could be anything, anything. I mean, if they had UK Ultra, right? If they had that, why do I said UK, like United Kingdom, MK Ultra, then like then anything is possible and they could be using it on the good guys. Now, I have said numerous times and I've said it out loud, use me. I almost feel bad that I didn't join the military, so I've said use me. Are they
Mm.
using me? I don't know. But I have been freaking right
I
way
gotta
too
go.
many times. Doesn't make
I
sense,
gotta
does
go,
it?
guys. I'll talk to you later, man. Have a great day. Peace out,
Sell some
everybody.
cars, my brother.
Peace.
Let's see, maybe I'm done too. Talked about Newsom. Very good that, like I said, Mel Gibson was blackmailed. So he's gonna go and fight for California, or does he know what's wrong? He was the first. I remember him being one of the first memes that I saw from Hollywood stating, besides for what the Corey, like Corey Feldman and the other Corey had said, and a few of the other kids, but Mel came out and said, "You don't understand. Something wrong with them," and that's why I think he made. But he thought it was just the Jews or something. It's not. It's not. It's made to look that way. The Zionists or some of the I don't know, some of the religious beliefs. I don't know what he was thinking with that. But it's not. It's not. It's the cabal. But he did lead us in the right direction. So we got to give him kudos for that and kudos for having the balls to come back and fight these creeps face to face, even though I know they're gone. But he's got to pretend. He's got to pretend for everybody else's sake. Not you guys, not the guys that watch me. Most of you are on my level or at least close to being there. Let's see. I think that's it for today. Oh, there was something he wanted to say about Vivek. We all know Vivek is, I believe, Ohio. He's running for governor of Ohio. Good comeback, Vivek. I'm proud of you. And I think that's it. Yeah. The rest I'd rather talk about tonight. There was things about Tom Hanks that I wanted to go over specifically. Um, the Da Vinci Code and the Angels and Demons. But honestly, I'm thinking maybe I should read them again first because it's been so long. Um, I was in college when Angels and no, because I read Angels and Demons after I read Da Vinci Code. So I was in college when Da Vinci Code came out. My professor, because it was what was it? Renaissance art, part one or something. There's two parts to it or something. I forgot. Before the 14th and after, maybe, I don't remember. But we had said a couple of us that read the book, the Da Vinci Code had said that that's not Thomas, the Apostle Thomas, sitting at the Last Supper. Um, I mentioned it as because even 20 something years ago, I was still a conspiracist. So I had mentioned it to my professor, but I know there was a couple other people interested in the subject, and he had no idea what we were talking about. He had to come back to us a couple weeks later because in the Da Vinci Code, it's it tells us, it explains that it was Mother Mary sitting next to Jesus. And the hair kind of gives it away. There's a little bit of femininity to it, like the head's a bit tilted, like a mother with a baby would do. And there's also an extra hand in this painting of the Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci. I don't know if you knew that. And an artist of his talent wouldn't make this mistake, and I don't think it's there. I actually never went back to prove it. I think people are mistaking, because it's, 13 people, 26 hands. So I think people are making some sort of mistake. I don't see how, or maybe a piece of wood looks like it. Who knows? I'll take a look, but I should be one of those ones to disprove it. On that note, I think we're done. I just don't want people to be in despair. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm brought into your life for a reason. You're brought into my life for a bigger reason, for a much bigger reason. You all play a good role in my life because it keeps me going, keeps me thinking, keeps me wanting to help. Because I could be in euphoria right now, but I'm not. Okay, guys, take care. Love you all. Have a good day, and we'll see you soon, I'm sure. Bagackles. Don't forget to say your bagackles.